What's up, everybody? Leone back here again today with another review. It's been a long time since I've done a review. I finally have something in my hand that I'm going to share with you guys and give you my thoughts and opinions. Obviously, they're only my thoughts and opinions. Today we're looking at the Cartel Revenant. You guys have probably heard of the Cartel. I think it's the 160 watt, the big boy. This is the 80 watt. This is the mini guy that came out. It's got built-in lipos and does up to 80 watts. It does temperature control, all that kind of stuff. Yeah, I just got this little bad boy about a week ago, so I'm going to give you a quick review and let you know if this thing's any good. Let's start off like we always do with some specs, prices, and where I got it from. I did get mine from VaporDNA.com, $49.99. Not a bad price for this guy, and I'm sure there's some coupon codes out there if you want to save some money also. So quick specs on it. Does 5 to 80 watts, fire down to 0.05. It does up to 8.5 volts, which is good. It does variable wattage, temperature control, and titanium, stainless, and nickel. It's got the temperature curve settings where you can adjust the curve of your power every 1 second, I believe. I haven't played with it, but it does do it in it does it in temperature and wattage, so you can adjust the curve there if you're into all that. 2500 mAh, built-in battery, micro USB charge port, upgradable firmware. Doesn't say really anything about the materials being used here. I would like to know what the materials were for this, I don't know, this finish that's on here. 72.2 millimeters tall by 36.6 millimeters by 23 millimeters. So those are some quick specs for you on this guy. To get to know this a little bit better, we need to go up close and personal and take a close look at this. Alright, everybody, so here we are up close with the Revenant mod from Cartel. Nice packaging here, just got this little plastic cover over it. On the back it's got all your specs and, just a little bit of information on what the package includes. We open that up. Inside the box, you will also find a very nicely done micro USB cable here. They did a nice touch. I like the green on it. It's kind of hard to see, but it's a nice green. It's like this wiry material here. So yeah, very nice. And there's an instruction manual down there, very small. It doesn't say a whole lot, but goes over some of the basic features. And here we are with this little bad boy. It is very small. For size comparison, before I forget, let me show you. This is a Megavolt 80 watts also. They're both 80 watts, but the Megavolt is obviously tinier. This has got a little more height on it. Here's a iPower 80 watts, so you can see that. So you can see that, and then here's the big bad boy, the RX 200, and yes, it is much tinier than that. Alright, so here you go. I'm not sure what this finish is here. It felt kind of rubberish. Now I guess my skin oils have come on and it's nice and smooth. It's a very nice smooth texture right now. It's got this nice splatter design, this black with the green. Right now they only have it in this green color. I have a good feeling that they're going to have all sorts of colors coming soon. You do have a mode button here, which is nicely done. It's nice and hidden. I didn't even know it was there until I started really playing around with it. And the USB port also kind of hidden right there on the side, which is nice. It's rounded here on the back. Like I said, I don't know if this is a sticker or what it is, or I'm not sure. I'll try to find out and talk about it a little bit later. It says Revenant here. Revenant here. This nice polished gunmetal finish here on the top and on the side. Big fire button here, up and down buttons there. Spring-loaded 510 as always. Quick on the screen, I'm not going to go crazy on it, but it's 5 clicks. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It says Revenant. And then you're in your display here. Now your mode button on the side will get you between all your different modes. M1, M2, bypass, regular wattage. You got nickel, stainless, and titanium. And it goes from 5 watts all the way up to 80 watts, and it does go rather quickly. When you're in temperature control, you can lock your resistance. You have to press the mode button and the down button at the same time, so these two will lock the resistance of your atomizer. I don't use temp control that often, so I'm not really going to go over it. I did hear the board wasn't good for temperature control. That's just what I heard, so I don't know because I haven't really tested it a whole lot. Like I said, and then you do the up and the down button together. That will flip your screen. You can lock the device by doing the mode button and the wattage up button, and it'll say system locked. And what that will do is prevent you from making any adjustments. It won't actually lock the fire button. You'll still be able to fire the device. So that's really it with the menu. It's pretty simplistic. I like having that third button there, that mode button, to get through all the little menu areas that you need to. But yeah, that's the mod. I mean, it does say Revenant here right on this gunmetal. I do like this gunmetal finish. It is a fingerprint magnet. I've got a couple scratches already on here, but it is relatively comfortable to hold. This button's kind of got this, I don't know, like a recessed dip to it. So your finger kind of just lands there. It is small. I mean, I have small hands, and it's covered by my whole hand here. So it's very tiny for what it is. It does have a 2500 milliamp hour battery, which isn't bad for what it is. And we do have vent holes here on the bottom, I forgot to mention. So yeah, that's about it, guys. Let's go up top and talk about this a little bit more. So right now I'm using it in regular wattage mode, 14 watts, mouth to lung. I'm using a Digiflavor Siren. This is my black one here. I love this tank. This has been my go-to mouth to lung tank recently, and it's just been a joy. I mean, it's really comfortable to hold. It's a lot smaller than I thought it really was going to be. Pretty much fits right in my hand here. It accommodates most 22 millimeter atomizers just fine as far as overhang. The Siren's like 22. It's 22 and a half because, or maybe I think 22.2 or something. It's some weird diameter because of this airflow ring, so it ever so slightly juts over, but to the normal eye you can't really tell unless you really get up there and up close. If you are using something like Merlin Mini RTA that's I think 24-25 millimeters, it is going to overhang on there. It doesn't look too bad with the overhang. That's the Merlin Mini RTA on there. I mean, it does have a little bit of overhang. It's not horrible though, so you can really get away with a bigger diameter device on there. But just so you know, just to let you know, it does do all your modes. I don't know about how good the temperature control feature is. I'm not using that. I don't really use temperature control a lot, so I can't really speak to that. But if you are looking for it for temperature control, do some research, watch some more videos and stuff, because I think it's the same board that they're using in a lot of the Vapor Reso stuff. It's actually, I hear, a pretty good board. I just don't know how good it is in temperature control. But if you're using it for straight wattage, perfectly fine. I feel like I'm getting the watts I'm setting it to, and I have no issue. It does have this thing called smart wattage, where when you put an atomizer on there, you know, and ask you new or old load, you put new load, and then it's going to auto adjust to the watts that it thinks your device should handle. Like this Siren, it's a 1.01 ohm atomizer. Every time I put it on there, it goes straight to 20 watts. So it thinks that 20 watts is a good good wattage for that resistance, which it is. I just like to vape it a little bit lower myself, but it's nice that it does, because if you go from something that's 0.15, for instance, and you need the 80 watts, and then you're going for something to 1 ohm, it's going to auto adjust down, so you won't accidentally fire that 1 ohm at 80 watts. And so I do like that smart mode feature that's in here. It just auto set. I don't know if there's a way to turn it off, but I find that it's perfectly fine. So I've been enjoying it. I have been enjoying it for $50. It's really not a bad deal. Small, pocketable mod. It's in the megavolt category. It's just a little bit taller than the megavolt. I do like the screen a lot better on this. The screen is very easy to read. It's very minimalistic. We've seen this screen many times. Very easy to read, very simple. The only con I really have with it, and it's not really a con, I mean, because if you're buying a device of this size, you should know 2500 milliamp hour battery. Not a lot of battery life. Obviously, if you're using it 80 watts, you're going to go through it pretty quick. Otherwise, I really have no cons with this thing. I really enjoy this thing. I like the looks of it. I like a lot about it. Pros, micro USB charge port on the side, not on the bottom, which is nice. Nice and easy right there. Firmware upgradable. has that third mode button, which I really like. I find that as a pro because it's easy to surface through the modes, and the buttons are done really. This button's done really nice. It's kind of hidden. You don't really know it's there. And same thing with the USB port. It kind of just blends in. You don't really notice it all that often. The button's really nice. Very clicky fire button, clicky up and down buttons. Spring loaded 510. Overall, it's got a lot good going for it. That's for sure. And the looks. I mean, the looks are really nice. I like this green splatter effect. I need to get something that matches this, that looks good. So I've been working on that. But overall, I think it's a thumbs up for sure for the Revenant 80 watt mod from Cartel. I really do like the 160 watt version. I wish I had the money for it because that's the one that I'm trying to save up for because that's the one that I really want to get on here to do a review for you. But $50, vapordna.com. Links are always going to be down in the bottom in the description. Thanks for watching. As always, guys, I hope some of this information was helpful. If you got any questions, just drop me a comment. I'll sure to get right back to you. And till next time, live well and vape on.